Hello, little girl. How dare you enter the Grinch's lair! The impudence, the audacity, the unmitigated gall! You've called down the thunder. Now get ready for the boom! Gaze into the face of fear. Booga booga!
The Grinch is the 2000 remake of the original Dr. Seuss animated film from 1966. The Grinch is directed by Ron Howard, starring Jim Carrey in the titular role. The Grinch tells the story of a green creature who lives at the top of Mount Crumpet. He looks down upon Whoville and despises everything about Christmas. So on Christmas Eve, he decides that he is going to steal it away from all the Whos. When The Grinch was first announced back in 1998, there was a lot of skepticism and speculation on how they would adapt a short animated film for TV and turn it into a full-length feature. In a genius move by director Ron Howard, a big part of The Grinch tells the backstory about why the Grinch despises Christmas so much, giving the character a motivation that was not seen in the book or animated film. On a technical level, this film is a marvel of special effects. The entire Whoville set was built on the Universal backlot, with 11 sound stages used, over 300 props made, over 8,000 Christmas ornaments made, and over 8,000 makeup appliances were made and used on all the actors. Jim Carrey wore a complete Grinch bodysuit that was covered in yak hair and dyed green for the film. The prosthetic makeup that Jim Carrey wore took 8 hours to apply. No movie in history had featured so much makeup since The Wizard of Oz came out in 1939. In the original Grinch Dr. Seuss book, the Grinch is drawn in black and white, but Ron Howard made the decision to make the Grinch green, just as he looked from the Chuck Jones animated cartoon of the 60s. Most of the dialogue from the original cartoon is in the film, while Jim Carrey improvised a ton of dialogue, making the film hilarious yet kid-friendly.
Doubt! Another unmistakable sign of the heebie-jeebies! Now you're doomed!
Anthony Hopkins replaced Boris Karloff as the narrator, as he recorded the entire narration for the film in one day. The most iconic scenes from the original cartoon make it into the film. When the Grinch is stealing Christmas, it is almost a shot-for-shot remake of the Chuck Jones cartoon with the same narration, and the famous song, "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch," makes it into the movie with Jim Carrey actually singing some of the lyrics.
With his coat and his hat, I look just like Saint Nick. Ho, ho, ho!
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel.
You're as cuddly as a cactus, and as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.
Like in all of his films, director Ron Howard's brother, Clint Howard, has a small role playing the mayor's ruddy sidekick. Ron Howard decided to direct one day of shooting, wearing a Grinch costume, and when Jim Carrey saw Ron Howard on set, he was appalled at how awful his stunt double looked, not knowing that it was Howard. Along with the wonderful music from the original cartoon, composer James Horner scored the film, marking it the greatest movie soundtrack of 2000. James Horner wrote the song Where Are You Christmas with Mariah Carey and Will Jennings. However, because of a legal case between Mariah Carey and her ex-husband, Tommy Mottola, she was unable to sing the song, and it was then sung by country music artist Faith Hill. It went straight to the top of the charts and was a huge hit for Hill, and the song has now become a part of the canon of holiday music for radio stations. The Grinch is a hilarious holiday tradition, with wonderful acting, a great message and story, while Jim Carrey shines in this family-friendly role. Jim Carrey brings his personality, charm, and wit to this Dr. Seuss classic, which will be remembered for many years to come. So whether you like the original animated film from the 60s, or this new version from 2000, it's safe to say that this Christmas tale is a testament of the ages and will be enjoyed by many generations.
Santa, what's Christmas really about?
Vengeance!
Presents, I suppose.